Welcome to my eStudent File version 1.0 software product tutorial video. In this video we will show you a detailed presentation of this product and its features. Before we start, we would like to give you a brief description about this wonderful software and how this software can assist a small and medium-sized training, learning, education, VCE institute to electronically manage their student enrollments, inquiries and marking their student attendance without any user involvement by using barcode reader technology. My eStudent File software will help you handle the complexities of 1. Enrolling or booking students. 2. Handling payments, funding claims and invoices. 3. Electronically marking student attendance, without any user involvement using barcode technology. 4. Registering and following areas for ongoing improvement. 5. Identifying marketing requirements through our reporting tool. 6. Managing student payment, course and date alerts, notifications and reminders. 7. Analyzing market trend through our reporting tool. You won't be able to stop thanking yourself when you investigate how useful my eStudent File is. So let's get started with our video. To launch the software, just double-click my eStudent File version 1.0 shortcut on your desktop. Now, as you can see on the screen, the software detected that this is the first time it is running on this PC, so it will ask you to set a password and security code authentication. Password will be used to gain access to the system, and if you forgot password, security code will let you reset your password. Please store your password and security code in a safe location, and use this password to log into the system. Now, as you can see, the home page screen is divided into 3 sections: the title, menu and notification bar. The title bar will give you information regarding software version, release date, and software runtime. The menu bar has 3 menus. 1. Student Forms. This is the menu which contains all the forms such as student enrollment, inquiry, electronic attendance register, real-time attendance monitor, payment form, email profile form, course, batch and program fee details form. Report menu contains all the reporting features such as student enrollment, inquiry, attendance, payments, course and date notification and payment reminder. The last section is called Easy Access and Notification Bar. The Easy Access bar has quick access linked to various commonly used functions such as searching student details, follow-up student invoices, and detailed student report, shortcut to barcode generator form and student course and date, payment due date and follow-up reminders. To get more details, just click on the label and it will bring up the report. To access the notification bar, just click on the black icon next to Synchronous Database and enter password to gain access to the admin panel. As you can see here, the notification bar has payment, student enrollment, inquiry alerts and notifications. This notification bar will show you number of students enrolled, inquiries today, in last 7 days and current month. Also total payments received today, in last 7 days, current month, number of students payment due today, last month and this month. To get more information, just click on the label and it will bring up the detailed report. To hide, just click the arrow next to Synchronized Databases. As this is very sensitive information of your business, the notification bar will not be visible by default and will always prompt for password. Now, we will show you how to enroll a student, but before we do that, we need to create our program, batch and fee details by clicking Add Modify Delete Program Fee item under Student Forms menu. Just keep in mind that we only need to do this once and the software will store these details in the database. Here, just type in program name and fee detail and click Add. You can also modify and delete your program through this form. For this tutorial, we will create 5 programs for an English IELTS Training Institute and name them Workshop, Morning IELTS, Evening IELTS, Writing Only Class and General English. Okay, now, we will add batch details by clicking Add Delete Batch Item under Student Forms. Here, type in batch in the batch text field and click Add. So let's create 3 batch sessions for our program and name them morning, evening and weekend. To remove batch, just select the batch and click Remove button. Now, we will set up our email profile so that we can email confirmation of enrollment and payment invoices to our students electronically. Click on Student Forms menu and Modify Delete Email Profile Form. This will bring up Email Profile Form. Select Type of Profile from Profile drop-down menu, enter your business email ID in the username field, company name in company field, business email ID and from, email field, message, subject, email server and port number. SMTP server and port details of commonly used email services have been mentioned here. To make your work easier, we have already created 2 demo profiles for you. Just double-click the profile name in the profile grid below and change your email ID, company, subject and click Modify. To remove a profile, just select the profile by double-clicking and click Remove button. Before we get started with the next part of this tutorial, let's do a quick recap of what we discussed in this tutorial so far. The first step was to set a password and security code authentication. The second step was to set up program and fee details profile by clicking Add Modify Delete Program and Fee menu item. The third step was to set up batch profile by clicking Add Delete Batch menu item. The last step was to set up email profile by clicking Add Modify Delete Email menu item. Okay, now, let's quickly discover how to enroll a student by clicking Menu Student Forms and Student Enrollment Form. You can see, this form has 10 buttons. Add button is to add student enrollment, Update to modify student details, Delete to delete student, Follow up to add student inquiry, Name lookup S. For looking up an already enrolled student, Name lookup F for looking up a student and follow up student. Last record to view last enrolled student or inquiry. Clear to clear text fields. T and C to print your program terms and conditions for a student to sign in. Exit to exit the form. Okay, now we will see how to enroll a student. The first text field is student registration number, and you can see there are 2 symbols next to this text field. The one which is marked with F is for automatically generating registration number for an inquiry, and the other one is to auto-generate registration number for student enrollment. Fill in all the details such as name, status. How did you hear about us? Course, address, course joined, start date and other information of the student. Course joined in batch drop-down menu will automatically load your program listing fee details from the database. To edit a program or batch, just click on the icon next to it. The software will automatically calculate the program fee, GST and total inclusive GST. Referred by Immigration Consultant, Mr. Andrew Jonathan. This will help you to track that student later through a reporting tool. For a student enrollment, click Add, and for a course inquiry, click Follow Up button at the top to save the details. As we are enrolling a student, we will click on the Add button. You click Add, the software will ask you if you would like to enter student attendance record, and we strongly recommend clicking Yes. Student attendance details such as present or absent. Total number of visits allowed. And visit. We are only required to manually add students' attendance once, and after that, software will electronically mark their attendance without any user involvement, using the barcode reader technology. Generate payment invoice. If you would like to generate and print a payment invoice for this user, click Yes. Click Yes, and the software has automatically generated a payment invoice number at 133 for this user. To print this invoice, search invoice number at 133 in the invoice search box and click Print. To email the confirmation of enrollment to student, click Yes here and it will bring up a Save dialog box to save the confirmation of enrollment form to disk, and will bring up the email form. As you can see here, the email profile has been retrieved from the database. Just type in your email password, go to attachment text field and browse the location where you saved the enrollment form. And click Send. Please take note, this email feature will only work if you have Fill PDF and Image Writer Printer Driver installed. This is freeware software and can be downloaded from the internet. If you don't have that software installed, the software will pop up a message that Fill PDF and Image Writer is not installed and also give you a download link to download the software. To update a student record, click this Name Lookup S button, enter registration number or name, click OK. Double-click on the registration number. Update the values, and click Update button. To delete student enrollment record, click on this Name Lookup S button, enter student registration number or name in the input box and click OK. Double-click on the registration number and click this Delete button. To delete an inquiry record, click on this Name Lookup F button, enter registration number or name in the input box. Click OK, double-click on the registration number, and click this Delete button. You don't need to enter student details again if you are enrolling a student whose records are already saved in the inquiry or follow-up database. Instead, you can copy that student from follow-up database, assign a registration number from student enrollment pool, modify payment details and click Add button. To understand this better, let's look at an example. John inquired about our workshop program last week, and now have finally made his mind to get enrolled into this program. As I already had his basic details in my inquiry database, I will search his records by clicking this Name Lookup F button and double-click on his registration number, modify his payment details. And before clicking Add button, I will assign him a student enrollment registration number by clicking this arrow. In this section, we will show you how to generate and print the barcode for a recently enrolled student. After enrolling a student, we need to generate their barcode so that they can electronically mark their attendance. To do that, click Barcode Generator Form under Student Forms menu, or alternatively, you can click Launch Barcode Generator shortcut in the Easy Access bar. To generate a barcode, type in student's registration number. Here in the Create Barcode field, right-click on Barcode and select Copy. If you do not know the registration number of the student, just type in his or her name in the search bar and click Enter. But here in this case, I am generating the barcode for our recently enrolled student, and to find out his details, I will launch Student Enrollment Form. Click this Last Record button, type in 1 for student enrollment, and it will show me the last recorded student enrollment details. So I will copy his registration number, exit out of enrollment form, and paste his or her registration number in the barcode generator field. To print the barcode, launch Miss Word or WordPad application. Right-click, select Paste, choose the printer from the list and click Print. Printing barcode, paste that barcode to a plastic ID card or put it into a plastic laminator sheet, and now that student can mark his or her attendance electronically with the barcode. The barcode will remain valid until his or her course expired or maximum visits reached. In this section of the video, we will show you how to deactivate, reactivate a student's barcode, extend barcode expiry and maximum visits. So let me search a student profile. As you can see here, we have a student whose name is Andrew Blode and his student status is non-active. However, his course end date is 28th of September. So why is he non-active? Let's check his attendance record. If you see here, you will realize that his maximum visits have been reached, and that's why the software has updated his status from active to non-active. However, Andrew could not finish his program in 5 classes and requested us to allow him 2 more classes to finish his program. And the training coordinator has approved his request. So let's extend his barcode visits. To do that, just click on Extend Barcode Maximum Visits item. Enter his student registration number in the barcode field. Add 2 to his maximum visits value, so in this case, we will add 7 and click Submit button. So let's check Andrew's student status now. Click on Student Detailed Report shortcut, type in his name in the search box, and hit Enter. As you can see here, Andrew's student status has now been changed from non-active to active. And his maximum visits have been reset to 7. Extend course, click Extend Barcode Expiry item under Student Forms menu. Here, just enter the barcode. Set new expire date and click Submit. That's how you can reactivate or deactivate a user's barcode. In the next section of this video, we will discover how My eStudent File electronic attendance register works and how to electronically mark student attendance. To launch Attendance Register Barcode Reader, click on Student Forms, and then Attendance Register Barcode Reader item. Alternatively, you can launch Attendance Register Barcode Reader by double-clicking on the Attendance Register Barcode Reader shortcut on your desktop. Automatically mark student attendance. A barcode scanner device should be attached to the computer. Attendance Register Barcode Reader application should be open, and cursor in the barcode text field should be flashing. Student will scan his or her barcode to barcode reader scanner, and software will play an audio file to confirm whether attendance has been marked successfully or not. If a student's barcode is invalid or not scanned properly, the software will say invalid barcode.
Invalid barcode, please try again.
If a student's course has been expired or maximum visits have been reached, the software will either say barcode expired, or no more visits allowed, please see admin.
No more visits allowed, please see admin. Barcode expired.
If a student's attendance has been marked successfully, the software will say, "Barcode accepted, please proceed."
Barcode accepted, please proceed.
If a student had already marked his attendance and tried to again mark his attendance, the software will say, "User record already exists in the database."
User record already exists in the database.
In the next section of this video, we will show you how to manually mark student attendance if he or she forgot to bring along their barcode. Click this icon and type in student name or registration number to search. If you do not know or remember their full name, just type in the few starting characters of their name string and click search. To mark their attendance, just double-click their registration number.
Barcode accepted, please proceed.
Next we will show you how to manually add, modify and remove student attendance through a student attendance form. To launch student attendance form, click Student Attendance Form submenu. Form has 7 buttons. Add button is to add a student attendance manually. Search to search student attendance record. Update button to modify student attendance. Delete to delete student attendance. Name lookup attendance to look up a student. Attendance records. Name lookup student button is to look up student enrollment records. And last record. To view last recorded student attendance. Before we get started with the last section of this tutorial, let's do a quick recap of what we discussed in our last couple of sections. To enroll a student or enter a student inquiry, click Student Enrollment and Inquiry Form. Click Auto-Generate icon next to Student Registration Number. Enter student details. Before clicking Add or Follow-up button at the top, just type in some useful information about the student or program inquiry in the comments field. This will help us track that student later through Reporting tool. After enrolling a student through a student enrollment form, you need to generate their barcode so that they can electronically mark their attendance. To do that, click Barcode Generator Form under Student Forms menu, or alternatively you can click Launch Barcode Generator shortcut in the Easy Access bar. In order to automatically mark student attendance, a barcode reader hardware device should be attached to the computer. An attendance register barcode reader application must be open, and cursor in the barcode text field should be flashing. A student will scan his or her barcode to barcode reader scanner, and software will play an audio file to confirm whether attendance has been marked successfully or not. You can also manually mark student attendance if he or she forgot to bring along their barcode. Click the down arrow icon and type in student name or registration number to search. If you do not know or remember their full name, just type in the few starting characters of their name string and click search. To mark their attendance, just double-click their registration number. If you need to modify, search, remove or look up student attendance records, just click Student Attendance Form. To reactivate, deactivate, extend a barcode, click on Student Forms menu and then click Extend Barcode Expiry Form or Extend Barcode Maximum Visits Form. Now we will show you how to monitor student attendance through our real-time attendance monitor application. To launch this application, click on Attendance Register Monitor item. Alternatively, you can launch this application by double-clicking Attendance Monitor shortcut on your desktop. Attendance Monitor application is real-time student attendance monitor tool, which keep track of student attendance recorded through Attendance Register barcode reader application. As you can see, here it has 2 sections. First section displays the student attendance recorded today, and the other section displays the active students who are not in today. To view more details, click this scroll bar. As you can see here, the application is not letting me use the scroll bar because auto refresh feature has been turned on. So let's turn the auto refresh off for a second. Now you can use the scroll bars. To print the report, just click this printer button and it will bring up the report. If you notice, in the absent student data grid, some items are highlighted in yellow, and others are white. By default, software will Highlight the students who were absent for more than 2 days in yellow. But you can change the days according to your requirement. For example, to make a list of students absent for 5 or more days, type 5. The Filter Students text field in software will highlight those students in yellow. If you would like to print these students for follow-up, just click this printer icon. As you can see here, it is asking for an input between 1 and 4. Type 1 if you wish to print recently marked absent student records. 2 to view selected student records, 3 to print all student records, and 4 to print students highlighted in yellow. So I will type 4 and press OK. This report will give you some very useful information regarding the student, such as his or her last visit date and absence days. To print report, just click on the printer icon, select the printer and click Print. To print selected student records, select the student by clicking on the checkbox next to their registration number. Click the printer icon, type numeric value 2 in the input box and click OK. To view all student records, click the printer icon, type numeric value 3 in the input box and click OK. By default, this form will show you today's records, and to view a previous date records, just change the date. There is another button on this form, next to Print button in section 2, which has the caption Mark Student Absent. To manually mark student absent, just check the checkbox to their registration number and click Mark Student Absent button and click Yes. This will mark them absent and will remove them from this list. Now please take note that, once you manually mark anyone absent, that student will not be able to mark their attendance for that day. So the best practice would be to mark them absent at the end of the day. So in this section, we covered how to view absent and present student records and how to print their report. If you haven't noticed, this is a real-time monitor which updates as soon as someone mark their attendance through barcode reader scanner. Let's mark a student attendance manually through Attendance Register barcode reader application, and see if it updates the attendance monitor. So let's mark Jane Westberg's attendance. Click this down arrow, search Jane's registration number, and double-click her registration number.
Barcode accepted. Please proceed.
As you can see here, Attendance Register Monitor has been updated as soon as Jane marked her attendance. In this section, we discussed how this Attendance Monitor real-time application works, and how useful it could be for your training institute. In the next section, we will cover how to manage student payments, installments, and generate payment invoices. Let's see how to generate payment plan for a student. Click Student Forms menu and then Student Payment Plan form. First of all, search student record by name or registration number. So I will type in Jason's name in the input box, and will double-click on his registration number to select. As you can see here, Jason has $218 outstanding amount and would like to get a weekly payment plan to pay his outstanding fee. So we are going to make a standard payment plan for him. I will type 3 in the number of installments text field, as Jason can only afford to pay $70 a week. Next, I will select weekly from the payment schedule drop-down menu and press Tab key on my keyboard. Here, we need to select the first installment due date, so I will select the 24th of September and click this tick mark to confirm. The software has automatically calculated Jason's weekly installments and due dates. If student has signed up for direct debit, then tick this checkbox before saving payment plan. So I will tick this box as Jason has agreed to pay his installments via direct debit. Now I will click Save. To print payment plan, click Yes. This is Jason's payment plan and payment terms and conditions. So that's how we can make standard payment plan for a student. You have various payment schedule to choose from, such as daily, weekly, fortnightly, monthly, quarterly and yearly. But what if a student is not able to commit to a fixed payment plan? For example, he or she cannot afford to pay on a fixed term basis such as weekly, fortnightly or monthly. If you ever run into that situation, we have manual payment plan option to help you get out of that tricky situation. If you have noticed, the payment schedule drop-down menu has an item called Other. You can use this option for manual or custom payment plans. Let's quickly make a custom payment plan. Search student by his name. Double-click his registration number in the grid. Type number of installments and select Other option from Payment. Schedule drop-down menu, select payment due dates and amount. And click Save. If you wish to print the payment plan, then click Yes on this prompt. Get student to read through the payment terms and conditions and sign. So that's how you can create a custom payment plan for students who cannot afford to pay on a fixed term basis. Remember, we have only generated a payment plan for student and actually haven't received any payments. The software will give you daily reminders to help you keep track of pending payments. Delete student payment plan, click Student Forms menu and then delete student payment plan form. Search student by registration number or name. Double-click student registration number and enter password to confirm. Now, we will show you how to receive student payment and issue a tax invoice. To launch student payment invoice form, click on Student Payment Invoice Form under Student Forms menu. Search student by registration number or name. Double-click student registration number. Enter installment number. And click Search. Enter amount. Date of payment. Payment method. To generate an invoice number, click this arrow next to invoice number field. And click Modify button. To print invoice, click Yes. If a student has no more pending installments, this payment cleared image will change to Yes. In the next section, we will show you how to view student course end date and payment alerts. By default, software will give you course end date and payment alerts for today in the Easy Access bar. To view more details, click on the label and it will bring up the payment and course end date reminder form. To print report, click this printer icon. To view a previous or future date, just select the date from the Date Selection drop-down menu. So in this section we discussed how to make standard and custom payment plan, receive payment installments and issue a tax invoice. Before we get started with the report section of this tutorial, let's do a quick recap of what we discussed in our last section. To make a standard payment plan, click on Student Forms and then Student Payment Plan Form. Search student by his or her registration. Enter number of installments. Select payment schedule options such as daily, weekly, fortnightly, monthly, quarterly or yearly. Select first installment due date from date selection window. If student has signed up for direct debit, click on the checkbox and click Save. To make a custom or non-fixed payment plan, click on Student Forms and then Student Payment Plan Form. Search student by his or her registration number or name and double-click on registration number. Enter number of installments. Select payment schedule option Other. Select payment installment due dates and amount. If student has signed up for direct debit, click on the checkbox and click Save. If a student outstanding amount is greater than 0, then payment cleared label will show a cross mark. If a student has no more pending installments, then payment cleared label image will show a tick mark. To delete a payment plan, click on Student Forms menu then Delete Payment Plan. Search student record by name or registration number. Double-click student registration number and enter password to confirm. Okay, now, we will cover the report section. Report section has been divided into Student Enrollment Report, Student Inquiry and Follow-up Report, Student Attendance Report, Student Payment Report, Student Detailed Report and Student Payment, Enrollment and Inquiry Report. To view a list of active and non-active students within a date range, click Student Enrollment Report and then Student Status Report. Select Student Status from Status drop-down menu. Select Date Range from Date Selection. And click Submit. To print report, click on this printer icon. To view total number of students in a particular batch, click Student Enrollment Report and then Student Batch Report. Select Batch, Status, Course and Date, and click Submit. To print report, click on this printer icon. To view student payments due within a date range, click on Student Payment Due Date Report. Enter student registration number or name. Sort by batch, status, payment due date, and click Submit. To print report, click on this Print button. Student enrollment by suburb. This is a very useful report that will let you search how many students have been enrolled from a particular suburb within a date range. We can sort by suburb. Date of enrollment. Course and student status. To print report, click on this Print button. You can use this report to identify your marketing requirements. How did you hear about us? This is another very useful report that will tell you which marketing technique or category have been more effective for your business. Select a category. Date range. Status and click Submit. You can also narrow down your search criteria. Another very critical tool to help you identify your marketing strategy. How did you hear about us? This is another very useful report that will tell you which marketing technique or category have been more effective for your business. Select a category. Date range. Status and click Submit. You can also narrow down your search criteria. Another very critical tool to help you identify your marketing strategy. Filter student email addresses report. Another very useful and innovative tool which can be utilized as a marketing tool. Let's look at an example and see how this little tool can assist you in your marketing. I would like to make a list of students currently enrolled in our Morning ELTS program who are due to finish their course in October month, and would like to offer them to enroll in our workshop program and also offer them 30% discount. But the question is how to find those student details and also how to automatically copy their email addresses to a text file. Well, this report is a perfect solution for this situation. Let's see how to use this report. I will select Active from Status drop-down menu, Morning ELTS program from the Course drop-down menu, Date range from the 1st of October to the 31st of October, and click Submit, and then click on Copy to Clipboard. Now I can paste them to any email client such as Outlook or text file. So that's how you can use this report as a marketing tool. Student ELTS Test Report. If you are an ELTS training institute, then utilize this report to get a list of students going to sit in an ELTS test within a date range. You can sort them by their batch, course, student status, and desired overall score. For example, I would like to make a list of those students who are going to sit in an ELTS test between 1st of September to 30th of September, and need overall band score of 7. So I will change my search criteria according to my requirement and click Submit. As you can see here, there are 8 students in my training institute who are going to sit in an ELTS exam between 1st of September to 30th of September. I will print this report and will ask my trainer to keep an eye on these students' progress, and if required give them some extra preparation and training material. So that's how an ELTS training institute can keep track of their student progress through this report. Student Nationality Report. If you are from a multicultural country, like Australia, then this could be one of your very important tool. For example, if you would like to know how many Sri Lankan students are enrolled in your training institute and what course and batch do they prefer. So let's try to find out that information. In the student nationality field, I can type Sri Lanka or a few starting characters of the string. Sort by course all, sort by student batch all. Date of enrollment. From 1st of January 2012 to 31st of December 2012 and click Submit. Student Course Report. To view how many students are enrolled in a particular course or program, select Course, Student Status, Batch, Course and Date, and click Submit. Student Comments Lookup Report. Another very useful report, which can be utilized in many ways. For example, I have been doing a lot of marketing for my training program and requesting immigration consultants to refer their clients to my training institute for ELTS training, and there are a few immigration consultants who are agreed to refer their clients to our training institute. So, while enrolling the student through a student enrollment form, I will put in a comment in the comments section something like, referred by an immigration lawyer John Buchanan. For example, John Buchanan in our case. So I will type John in the comment text field and click the checkbox, search with comments only. So you can see here, 8 students have been referred by immigration lawyer Mr. John Buchanan. Student Attendance Report. To launch this report, click on Report menu, and then Student Attendance Report. Search student record by registration number, name or by course or batch. You can also sort by student attendance, such as present, or absent and date of attendance. To print the report, click on this button. So that's how you can use attendance report to track down student attendance. Student Detailed Report. This report gives you detailed report of student, such as payment, enrollment and attendance report. Click on Report and then Student Detailed Report item. Here, type in student's registration number or name in the search field. And click Submit button. To print the report, click on this button. To exit the software, click Exit Application menu. We hope you enjoyed watching my eStudent File software video tutorial. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you haven't yet tried this revolutionary software product, then contact us today to try my eStudent File software, free for 30 days.